Hey everybody, we're in the mystic forest. It really is mystic.
It is.
It is.
It's
It
nice.
is. So Leah had an idea. This old fire pit right here was already there. Let me get it in focus. See it?
Yeah.
It's made of an old wash tub from a washing machine. So it's the only thing that looks terrible in this little section of woods, but everything else is emerald green. I don't know, when you walk into it, I would say it's 10-15 degrees cooler.
It is.
So it's got a kind of a solemnity about it. But Leah had an idea of ringing it about with the bricks that I salvaged, with red bricks, and I like that. So I'm gonna level this out for her. Look at, see how I make her work with one little arm? But in all truth, I don't want her to be crippled when she's done. So look,
No.
she's in frame. I got it done.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
no,
I
I'm
figure
sure
one brick by hand, and she'll just stack them, ring them about, and so let me go ahead and get that level for you then.
Oh, cool.
That plays for you.
That's a good shovel to do that with.
It is a good shovel. Very brickish, isn't it? Does it look level all the way around it?
Yeah,
Level
it
enough?
does.
Because what will happen, the bricks will be like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm hoping that when we stack them, that the last stack you can overlap the lip
I might try
a little
to see-
bit.
Yeah.
And then that would look really fun. And it would be the last thing out here that kind of devalues this thing. And once it's a brick, it will not, this will really be nice, you know?
Well, and again, like I said, put those two chairs out here.
Yeah, I thought we could look for metal chairs. I don't have metal chairs because I've never wanted to buy them. But this being shaded, we could put metal chairs out here, sit on them, and they won't burn us.
Or that swing that we used to have.
Yeah. Oh, that's over at Stephanie's. I could ask her if she uses it, but I suspect they do.
Oh.
All right. To me,
That
it
looks
still
good.
looks much higher, much lower on that end and higher on that end.
It could be because it's dented in too, so
Yeah.
maybe it's. I think to me that looks good.
Does it?
I
Let's
think it
use the shovel as a reference. All right. Not bad. Close. Let's just a little more. All right. And you know, we've not used this because there's been a burn ban that's so ferocious here. I don't know when we'll ever be able to actually
You know, you could do.
put a fire in that.
This is just thinking outside of the fire pit. No, just kidding. You know how they make those ceramic ones that light up and heat up?
Yeah.
Couldn't you put something like that in there?
You know, I bet you one of them would fit right on that.
I
But
think so.
I kind of like the idea of having it down in because, you know, there's less chance for the wind to blow us ember somewhere. I mean, sooner or later there'll be enough rain that, you know, they'll be able to lift the burn ban.
But we could just, we could even put candles in there.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Well, and I do have fire extinguishers. You know, it's so wet in here, I'm not worried. It's not the same as out in the field.
It's completely different from the outside.
Yeah.
This is a whole another little world.
All right, now I'll go get your bricks.
So we're heading to pick up the bricks to do the fire pit. It's a pretty little view. Horses. crazy. It's so heavy and the tractor's super power.
speed as you walk, won't I?
Yeah. See? I didn't need to wait. So we're walking. I have my finger in the way. Anyway, so I'll get this. So I'm gonna walk as fast as the tractor. He was real skittish though. So after you went through, I was quiet because it scared him.
A lot of people time.
Yeah.
Curious and interested.
And action.
You yell action.
Oh, action!
Up and down.
I only have the one hand.
How
Okay,
close do you want it?
right here is perfect.
All right, well, there's a couple of different ways we could do these, so let's talk about it. So we're going to save the ones that have the thing
Oh, the
to the
names.
top. See the brick ones? That's kind of cool.
That is
And those are
very
like
cool.
$10 online when you find them. But ones that don't have a name,
Those didn't.
like that. So there, you could do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I'll bring out a chisel later and chisel those. So let's see how that goes. We'll do it like a run of 3. How about that?
Here's that one.
Oh, am I recording?
I don't know.
Yep. So there's a run of 3. Well, that's going to work out. Look, Leah. That'll work out perfect.
Oh, and then put that's exactly perfect.
Oh, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. But the other way would have been taking more bricks, which would have been all of them out like that.
I like this way because
You
then
like
all the
that way?
names
Yeah.
can be on the top. It would be
Yeah.
yeah. And like
All right.
these little pieces, do you want me to throw these just in
I would
there?
make a little piece of pile in case you get to spot. And let's go around it, and then right here, if the whole brick doesn't fit, maybe you'll have enough pieces
Okay.
that'll fit in.
Okay.
So I like what Leah said off camera. She said, what a difference a few little bricks make.
Yeah, and so like, we could maybe brick it out like 2 bricks and do a walk around so that you would have a spot to put like your beer or your drink away from it. We could probably use all of those and make an extra little, like a table.
Right. And then I do notice it is rough, but I will debate whether we like the roughness as part of the vibe out here, or if when I might come out with mud and mud level. You like the roughness? All right.
It gives it the charm. Look at the trees. Look.
I know it is rough out here, and you take a look at it.
But you make it beautiful. See,
yeah. It's beautiful in its natural native state.
I think we should. Maybe if we could.
All right. Well, where do you want me to park the brakes? Do you want to make one of the bench stands now, just to see? Are you feeling okay, or
should we do something just to? You mean sit?
Yeah. Now, see, I'm worried about Leah's little arm here.
Yeah.
So going too far is going too far. What I think we should do is take a break.
Okay.
And
talk about how we want to do it.
Yeah, I like your idea. A little brick stand to put a drink on.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. That looks good.
You know what we could do, and this is also
limestone, huh?
Make like 2 little squares, like for just our butt. Have 2 squares here for our butt, and in front of there.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter what the square things were.
And we could sit on them.
So like, 3 bricks. I don't know,
like. And if we made those that went up to our knees, we could sit on that. You see where I'm coming from, or?
Oh, you look like a fairy princess out there with a broken wing.
Yes. This is good though, because then you could bring your blanket, drape your blanket over it, sit on the blanket on the stones. No big deal.
No big deal.
Oh, and there's enough to
Well, then there's enough for one more bench.
Yep.
All right, break time. I think I need water.
Yeah. Plus we haven't eaten.
Oh, and we haven't eaten? Well, should we just finish that up then?
I think we should, and then just get one project done.
All right, Leah, why don't you tell me what your next vision of this is? What you think? It's early morning. It's 7:30 the next day. We've had all night to think about it. You told me a lot of things. You've got chairs to bring out?
Yeah, chairs we can bring out so they can look like either tables, or we can use them as footstools. Or you even suggested trying to go around and see to make that like a bigger circle.
Well, you had mentioned early on when we reviewed the videos about making a brick apron around there.
Like, I wonder if we could start it, like, you could make another, just follow the bricks, and and then the circle would go out to about here, I would guess.
Yeah.
And then, but I don't know if that's enough bricks. See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't think it is. I think we should just leave it as is, because if you have 2 chairs, you could put 1 chair here. Or you could put a chair here and a chair there and use them as footstools.
Right. If the fire's too hot, we could use that as a tables.
Yep.
And sit behind it. Or we could sit on them and put our feet there and have chairs on the other side. And you said you had 2 steel chairs?
Yep, I do.
All right, 2 steel chairs.
Yeah.
Did I make you overwork your arm?
It's sore, but it's not overworked, because it was in the sling, and I'm supposed to wear the sling when I go out, but since I just woke up, I don't have it. But no, it's just sore.
I didn't break her. All right, good deal. So, And then we don't know how hot this is going to be because we've never sat it.
Yeah.
So those we could move up if we need. They're just stacked right now. So we could move up or move away depending on how warm that gets. And then I will tuck point those. I'll make it look like it's still a stacked stone, but you know, I see a little unevenness. I see a little. I sat on one of these and it was looser than the other.
Okay, so there's 11 around it.
11 around it.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So just looking at this now, I don't think we'd have enough to make the circle bigger if you do the math.
Well, on Craigslist all the time, I see people getting rid of patio pavers and things that look a little weathered, you know. Yeah, this will be nice.
So there's about 40. So I'd say there's maybe so.
Yeah, might not make it around.
But the chairs is a good idea.
Chairs is a good idea. And these are, when I sit on that, it's not too low.
It's comfortable, no.
It's comfortable.
And like I said, you know, we're going to bring out blankets anyway, because if we're making a fire, so you could just drape your blanket across there. And
Oh, the other thing I thought of is if the wind is wrong and it blows smoke in our eyes, we would also be able to move it for now. So I don't really know which way the prevailing winds is. And we know that we're going to always be doing a fire in the fall and winter. Texas, there's no such thing as a summer fire.
Well, in this area is so itself that there's no air almost. So it's
is
not
calm.
like it would be windy. It's
It would have to be a super strong wind to even break
and
through the
it's
trees.
the way that the
And then I'll get my saw out and I'll cut the lower branches so the horses aren't worried about scraping their eyes or me.
or maybe just cut the branches around this circle.
Yeah, I'll work my way out. But this is far from the house and
Yeah,
I'm slowly
I
making the
know.
fire break from the house. So I like this. This worked out okay.
It's worked out really nice.
And it just needs to be leveled. And that's what I thought when I put my foot on there and it's hot, we might kick bricks in. But maybe not. You mean
I don't think so.
No. No.
Not at all.
All right, are you satisfied?
Yeah, this is
Your little project is done?
It looks so much better. And we got to use all the...
And we reused a bunch
And
of
it
rubble.
only took an hour.
Yeah,
It was
well,
only an
with 2
hour.
people, everything's like 1/3 the time.
Yeah.
So
Well, maybe
in the
hour and a
video,
half.
I don't know. The video's probably 25 minutes long with us narrating, but the actual work was an hour.
Was that an hour? So which
And-
wasn't...
And it turned a piece of junk that was buried in the ground into something functional and made this whole place look dressy and inviting. When you first come into the park and you see this sitting in the woods, you kind of want to walk to it and look at it.
It's like a green shaggy carpet.
Yeah, green, it is a green shaggy carpet
It's
in here.
beautiful.
And yeah, you know, grass in Texas is a rare thing. And but I had put some clover seed in here, and we see clover in here, but you know, maybe. But it was always this emerald green. So all right.
Beautiful.
Well, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.